Good enough for me. I got my hat on, my weird steampunk goggles. This means I'm ready to go. Who isn't ready when they have steampunk goggles on? For another comfortable day of Animal Crossing before we jump into God knows what else. Probably something that will be painful. Nope. I was like, is today this one? Been a little bit. Don't come. No come. Wonder, I might be able to do the thing now because the people kind of moved out. I don't know, this person's still close, but wonder if they'll let me put a bridge here now. It'll be expensive. Don't look at the flag. Just comes out. Ew. Yeah, that's him. Am I gonna buy a new controller? 1 year I will. Jesus Christ, this thing's a pain in the ass. The buttons are all fucked. I'd like to start a project. See, I don't think I got anything new that they wanted me to do that I cared for. I like the little like wooden one. If they'll let us put it even down, I have no idea. It's gonna cost me a fucking lot of shit. I'm already trying to pay off my debt, but it might be okay. Thank you. Walking in our face. We're busy. While there's no one here, I might be able to get away with this. Maybe, I don't know. It'd probably look a little something like this. See, at least then we can finally have one right there. Last time I couldn't do it because there was a building. Including this one, we can have a total of 3 bridges at any one time. Well, that's fine. There's not really a huge, like, demand for a bridge. I just thought it would be nice if instead of me having to go all the way down, there'd be one right here and one down there, and that's about it. I don't really need another one. Unless I want to put one at the very tippy top, but... Or one, like, to the right of my building, where I live, but it doesn't seem necessary. I think that one's should be what we need. Of course, it's going to be a little bit before we even get the bridge. I got to start... Oh, pitfall. Pay for it. A lot of money. It's a lot of schmackaroos. Address. Oh. Go bug. Not liking that my run button, which is usually in the B button section here, is becoming a little less responsive today. Worrying that I really do have to expedite getting a controller. I keep looking like, oh, I'll buy one, and then after the stream, and then I don't buy one. I don't put the order in. Very much me thing to do is, I gotta go do this. And then later on, I'll be like, I feel like I forgot something. You did. I mean, I was going to do it yesterday, but then I got distracted doing, like, random Kingdom Come Deliverance post, like, just, like, getting, not post stuff. I don't know why I was going to say that. I'm not even past the beginning. I was just doing, like, alchemy and some other random shit. Just, like, getting those stats up. The not so exciting on stream things to improve. they're still fun to do, but I don't want to make it the whole stream where I'm just sitting in front of an alchemy bench the whole fucking time. Now I can make the best of potions, and I have some healing potions, so... Which I don't even think I carried a single, like... I may have had a healing potion, but I rarely ever used in the first game. I think every time I got hurt, I just went to the bed. And I'm like, you know what? Now that this whole pouch system's a thing in the game, I was like, maybe I'll carry a couple heal potions and some decent... and a bunch of saves on me. Bunch of my snaps, whatever you want to call them. Savior snaps. Oh, we found some. That's a part of the collection. What a rare day that is. Alright, I didn't mean to hit assess. I keep, like, moving my analog stick around, and then I just hit down. There you go. Here's a neck. Oh, man, that thing's done. A Plastosaurus or something. What? I like how they used to go into real in-depth descriptions of them, and then they kind of stopped doing it, and then he kind of kept talking about how, like, he would go into some detail with the fossils, but every fish, he was like, this doesn't make for good food. This would make great food. And now it's just like, thanks. I'll take it. Goodbye. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't really have much room for any more clothes. I might have to start selling some of the stuff I'm holding, because I'm almost out of room in my clothing section. And just to change it up from the usual shades. Even though I usually wear the pilot ones, which would work too. Perfect. What seems to be the problem around here? You want this, because I'm gonna... the next room we do get is gonna be the kitty room. Whether I already have one of those or not, I do not know. But either way, I'm filling it with all of it, even if it's the same furniture. Oh, there we go. That's what I need for the basement. I have the ramshack, like, fucked up wall, so now I'll have the floor. So my basement's gonna look fucking horrendous when I get that. I think it's even worse than that wall, but if it's not, either way, it's something similar. I'm happy with my purchases today, even if I really do need the money, because I have a lot that I need to buy. I at least need to spend on for this now. My debt is now shared with this fucking bridge I gotta pay. Let's go put all this stuff away. I don't need this. I don't need to hold on to these clothes and other things right now. No fucking music player, huh? What are you so scared of, game? It's common we can get rid of. Okay, I do have the kitty carpet. I couldn't remember if I had the ramshackle wall here. You can have my ramshackle floor next to it. It's gonna look like fucking shit. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to purposely make a hideous basement. I mean, not that my last basement was any that great from the last game. It was all just like metal, random, like science-y things. What's up? I'm trying to get rid of all my little empty space between pieces of my furniture. I mean, if I get stuck one of the gaps. Cool small furniture. All right. I mean, I have a ton. Maybe, whoopsie. I have something I can get rid of. Let me go take a look. Problem is, I don't remember what any name is, so I might have to drop it like on the floor and just see if it's small. I probably got something small. Hell, I have like a striped TV I probably don't really need. Is a gas pump? How about a folding chair? That's kind of small. I don't know if you mean small as in like something that goes on a I have a drip pail. So actually, I want to save that for the basement. I don't want to get rid of that. That's not small. I have an office chair. Office chair tickle your fancy? How about these two? They're not exactly small. But are they to your liking? You likey? How about a folding chair? Nice, this is perfect. I'll try as soon as I get home. Here, let me give you this as a thank you gift. Oh, good wallpaper, my favorite. Hope you like your new... nope, I don't. I've seen this at the store multiple times. I do not need this. I am going to sell it. I appreciate it, but I've already seen that at the store, and it has nothing to do with what I want. So I will probably sell it. Put you back. Office chair, you just go here. I'll probably end up just getting rid of you at some point, but kind of why I hold on to some of it, because sometimes some of the villagers are like, I need this type of specific furniture. I'm like, sure, here, man, have this. Stop shaking my tree. Everyone always runs up to my tree and shakes it. One of you rocks I haven't hit yet. Nah, just a pill bug. I'll find that money rock. My money. I need it now. Hi. I love how just a mess this place is. It's fossils and coffee and God knows what else. Hey, I'll take whatever I can get to make a few bucks. Right? Just a random wheelbarrow, some coconuts. I like to sit in here for a moment, just see if anyone will show up. We just hang out for a moment, just see if anyone will walk in so I can try to sucker someone, to buy things. And by sucker, I mean a valuable customer. Hi, would you like coffee? Maybe a facel? Come on in. The water is fine. I'll act like I'm not even here. See? Blair witching in the corner. You want those coconuts? Those are some nice coconuts. What I thought. I feel like I should buy your coconuts. Totally. Totally not overcharging them or anything. Remember, I think that was like almost 8,000 to 9,000 I was charging for that. I don't remember, but I'll take it. Not complaining here. I think I have to go get some more coconut. I can always get some more if I go to the island, too. I know I have a few that are grown outside down below. Say, I'm like, I don't remember a rock being there. Not real. Oh, hey, buddy. Hold on. Just stack my coconuts. Yeah. No, Lizzie, go away. Stay away from me. Am I in the over there? If so, you must be an angel, right? No, I'm just a stripper cop. I happen to be a simple sailor who travels 7 seas. Oh, Lizzie's the name of an old girlfriend of mine. Nah, I'm just fooling you. It's the name of the hurricane that attacked me. It just pushed him back in. There was a rough day. Well, hurricane. Completely blew all my memories clean from my head. I'm pretty sure I was heading somewhere. Don't remember. You gotta help me. Figure out where I'm heading. You wouldn't abandon a poor manly seagull like me, would you? Sure, I'll help you out. Alright, I'll tell you everything I remember about my destination. Long ago, the people set out to explore Europe and the rest of the world. That's what they say, at least. I heard from my great-great-great-grand seagull, Gulliver have explored most of the world himself. He stopped in this place, too, just to give him the idea. But I digress. As far as the country travel the world by boat. India, China, Japan. They visit all sorts of exotic countries and exotic cultures. To a sailor like me, it's like a pilgrimage to visit there. Alright, think you can tell me the name of the country yet? Fuck, I'm trying to think like what he just said. If God knows, maybe Portugal? That's right, I was heading there. So I'll be able to set out my poker switch again. Send you a fancy souvenir. It might take a while, but, you know, good luck. Not sure how you're getting to there from here, but, you know, you'll figure it out. It's not my problem anymore. Just don't ask me to give you directions. I barely know what's past my driveway, let alone you want me to try to tell you where that is. Oh, Splat. Let's chat. I think someone's favorite bug tells you a lot about your person. What's your favorite? Me? It's the pill bug. I'm not having any luck. Sure, if I find you a pill bug, which I've seen a bunch of times, I just never run my net out, I'll get you a pill bug. Oops, I don't know why. I always keep going to the right for mail out of just habit. Out of like a muscle memory. Maybe we get you a pill bug. I mean, I gotta hit rocks anyway, so. Clearly haven't hit all the rocks. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Eventually we'll have the other bridge. I just have to pay, and I don't have that money right now. All thanks to Brandon. Now I have those delicious potions in Kingdom Come. There's a pill bug. Missed. There we go. I also hear a present floating on in. Gonna be another balloon thing that I don't really need. The balloon TV. Or I guess. So much XP. I think I saw you hit an achievement where you opened like the hardest lock or whatever, and I'm like, I assume you either had a potion to help or you've just been fucking with that potion getting so much XP that you just maxed out your thievery and stuff. Like, I don't mind going through the thing and maxing my stuff out, but at the same time, I like to like still like I'm still so early on. I almost don't want to max too many things out. I want the struggles. I like having the show. That's why I like the first one, was because it's like you were just pathetic. But I never really grinded a stat out in the first one. I just kind of played and let it naturally gain. But this one, I kind of been doing a lot of just the things on the side are like archery is kind of a pain, so I've been just going to do the the competitions to improve. So even though I don't use archery all that much, I still suck at shooting. And then like all the crafting stuff on the side, I've just improved. Like things that aren't too much of a major like game changer in combat, but could help me in the long run. It's a kitty chair. You know what? That's fine. I don't know what I'm going to do. If it's got the colors that I want, then sure. You know what? I could use this. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. All right. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't something else and I was getting it wrong. Yeah, like I like the natural. Like I don't mind grinding. Like that's the fun of the game, is play it however you want. Either grind out your stats doing specific things, or just let them grow naturally by just playing, like just walking around. That's how I played the first game. This one, I'm letting a lot of stuff come naturally. It's just more so like the crafting alchemy. It's not fun to sit there and do on stream. But I don't mind doing it. So I was like, let me just improve that off stream. The crafting of me doing the like craftsmanship stuff. Let me just get those things done, and then like some of the other things, because hunting would just be terrible for me to do on stream. So I was like, let me just do the archery thing over and over for some marksmanship improvements. But like combat and a lot of other things, I'm like not even messing with until I'm like on stream. Even stealth and all that stuff, I'll worry about that when I'm on stream. So it can be funny to watch me just fumble around like an idiot. These are only good ones. They're not superb, but that's okay. Still make something out of these. least still get like 3,800 out of it. I also don't want to like be a super thief. Like that was my whole thing in the first game was I was kind of like I just stole a lot and was kind of a murderer in the first one because I would kill a lot of the wayfarers and messengers, whatever you saw, because they weren't in town, so you could get away with it. But in this one, I only want to steal if I have to. Or if there's like a piece of gear or something I really want, then sure. But it's only to benefit me, not just for fucking, like, oh, let's just steal for the fun of it. But I know the Miller is all about that crap thing, so there'll probably be some times where I'll be doing that shit, but... You know, I want to at least get my lockpick improved. Need to get that going, because I want to be able to open some of the harder locks from bandits that I run into. They're like, there's this chest if they don't have a key. I'm like, well, shit, I can't open this. I really not found the money rock? Is it like this one? There's a pill bug. But I'm trying my best to be a nice Henry, but there are times where I'm like, my speech, I fuck up, or I do something dumb because I misinterpret what's going on, but that's okay. That's the fun of it. It's not going to be perfect. I'll end up doing, you know, like, I'll end up wanting to replay that and the first one again in the future anyway, so... Look at all those stats. Let's see. I'm gonna open them all up individually because I can't see them in this Discord. Oh, open that one up. Because I don't think my combat stats are that great right now, but I also haven't really been in, like, the craziness of combat. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't even know how much more into the game you are, if you've finally gotten past the wedding or not. I haven't really been doing much. Like, I haven't really been going that hard with it. Because I like to have some struggle. I mean, it might become crazy once I start actually utilizing that potion. Now that I have it. But I'm not going, like, super crazy into, like, training. I'm just like, we'll just see what happens. Because I like to still be able to fumble around and get my ass kicked. Like, I think I've done the last bit of grinding that I want to do off stream, which was just get alchemy to that spot and crafting to the certain spot where I can make the best qualities of them. And then I got my archery to be where I kind of like it, so I'm pretty much done doing any of that kind of stuff off stream. And then it's just like all the combat will come naturally as we play. But I do want to do more combat stuff. I know someone's going to have an arena or something down the road. I don't know if it's in that area or not until the second half of the game or the later parts, but I definitely want to... I know there's the fight one with fist fighting. I got to talk to the Miller about. I haven't even met the Miller yet. And if I really... Did I find it? I don't think I found money rock. I just am missing this rock today. I'm hitting all the same ones over and over out of just like, did I miss this one? But it's usually how you are, though. I pretty much expected when I saw you play, I was like, Brand's gonna be a fucking monster before the game even begins, because there's really no limit to how strong you can get early game. They don't, like, lock you out of it. Like, you could literally be end game by the beginning if you want. So I was like, Brand's gonna fucking be a monster. I'll be struggling with one thing, and Brandon could just snap his fingers and they're dead. He's literally, like, Henry has become Thanos. Well, I guess I'll come back later and try to find it. For now, I'm going to go and sell what I have, and then we're going to go to the island real quick, see if we can get some bugs, because I got a lot that I need to spend money on, so I could use a little bit of that bug money. Yeah, I mean, mine will probably skyrocket once I start using that potion. I only drank one to, and I didn't do much yesterday when I did after stream. I just drank it. I was like, all right, sweet. I made a handful of them. I'll make more when I run low. And then when I go and want to do practice duels with someone, or I do the fight club with someone, or I go into those archery competitions again, I can at least now have that potion on my side. I need to up my strength. Because I just finally got my strength up one last night just due to me carrying a bunch of crap and doing stuff before I was done for the night. And I was like, I need to get this up because I want to be able to fucking improve my carrying a little bit like I always do. Yeah, I assume so. I think 30 might have been what it was in the first one. If I recall. I don't remember. That was the funny thing. John had an easier time in his playthrough, even on hardcore in the first Kingdom Come. Yeah, you can have like a 320, so I'm like, I need to get my strength up so I can carry a bunch of shit. That's really like the downside for me. I don't know if my strength ever hit that high in the first game, because in the first game, there were perks that reduced my strength to have better speech checks, and at the time I was like, this sounds like Henry's thing to do, and I was trying to speech check a lot. So my carrying was fucking abysmal because all of my armor took it up. I don't know if it's a perk in this one, but in this first game, I think they used to have a perk where if you put armor on, when you put armor on, it wouldn't take up as much weight. It would be reduced. But I think the only perk I saw was, like, you put it on and you don't move as slow. Because in the first one, you could put on heavy armor and it would be reduced weight for your carry capacity in that. But I don't know if that's still a thing in that. But either way, as long as you can get a lot of strength, you're fine. That's why I got to start swinging around a heavy weapon or something to get my strength going. Just be a weight, like a gym. Just go and do weight training. I guess if you just carry a body around, either carry a body or walk around over encumbered, I think helps your strength. So I bet if I drank that potion and just walked around with like a fucking corpse or something in my arms for a little while, I'd probably get a good chunk of XP. If we get lucky with any bugs out here today. It's either we get good bug spawn or the bug spawn sucks. We haven't been out here in a while, so could really use the money. But even when John was playing Kingdom Come, the first one, he had a much easier time than I did because fucking John picked the entire beginning before everything happened in Skalitz. He was just picking every herb he could find. Got the perk that he could get like strength bonus every time he picked. And so he was just getting stronger. And I'm like, I don't think to do that stuff. I just kind of play and let all the learning and everything kind of flow naturally. The only things I always want to grind on are the like alchemy and things like that because they're not the most exciting and they could easily be the most like not like avoidable things. You don't have to do them. You'll miss out on stuff, but you can just not do it. And I don't think I got super far into alchemy in the first one because I sure as shit wasn't carrying that many potions on me other than saving stuff. And now it's like I actually have healing potions and shit on me in this one because the whole pouch mechanic is really nice. Want more bugs off the trees. I'll take it. It's not really as worth as the beetle ones, but I'll take them. At this point, I'm just like, I'll take whatever if I can get some money. I have a bridge that I need to pay for now. So we just walk in a circle and pray for the almighty fish. I don't want you. Get out of here. Not fish, bug. I'm used to fishing a lot, but I don't fish anymore in this. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of the new activities anytime I see them pop up. I'll go to the areas too where they're like, there's a quest get like tipster out there, and I'll be like, tell me about the area. I always try to get a lot of information about stuff, so if it either marks on my map or I have some knowledge of it. Bunch of the stick bugs. It's not going to be really worth much to me, though. I want more of the beetles. Big boys. Always bring back some fruit. We need to. That always sells decent. We'll bring back the coconuts and things. So far, I think out of the most of my playthrough in Kingdom Come, I've only killed 2 innocent people. One on accident, one was just because. Yeah, I assume you probably got that die. I don't know. You might. I don't know if you're watching videos and stuff because I've seen so many like how to win and everything, and I saw one where it's like literally, you can just get a bunch of the dice that only roll 3s, and you just can't lose. Because there was literally a thing where it's like you can never lose because there's this one die, which I have one of them. Just, it only rolls 3s. And if you just keep getting that one, you can never lose. And I was like, okay. I don't know if I want to do that. I think the fun of it is me trying not to win. Like, just, like, I try to win, but I just get completely crushed is the fun of it. But you can literally get a bunch of the always roll 3s and only 3, and you could just win. I might get them just to show off as a thing, but I'm probably not going to use it unless I'm like really desperate or there's like, I keep scaring them off. Or I'm getting really desperate, or I need to do something for like a quest, and I just don't want to risk having to like fight or hurt someone in that. And I might use it as like my go-to like move to be like, let's do this as a safety precaution, but other than that, I don't really want to do it just so I can keep earning money. It's really not like I need to use like a cheating, not really cheating, but a bullshit method to win for money because there's so many other ways I can just make money. Even if it's not as easy as everyone wants it to be. Everyone's like, it's like, you can just make a shit ton of money and doing this. And I'm like, that's cool, but I kind of like just battling and selling the gear I find, crafting the stuff and selling it. All that stuff's more fun to me than me just winning a dice game through bullshit of dice over and over. But I might get it just for the sake of being like, look, we can do this, but I probably won't. Plus, I need to improve my thieving skill anyway, so I can either steal those die that I need or win them. But my chances of winning are very, very slim since I get my ass kicked all the time. It's just funny playing on the low, like, the supposed easier version where it's like less points, very cheap bet. And it's like they fucking rolled instantly 1,500 in one turn. I was like, all right, well, I'll just go fuck myself. Well, that's either because you stole a bunch of stuff from people or you're murdering a ton of people. Or just crafting. Because, like, I saw one video later on in the game that there's, like, the best way to steal and make a bunch of money. Because, again, you can just steal everyone's fucking, like, inventory and sell it off throughout the game, and you would just be set for the entirety of the game. I was like, that's cool. I don't really want to do that, though. I'd rather steal someone's inventory of stuff if I want an item really bad and I'm being cheap about it. But I had a ridiculous amount of money in the first game. But that was because I just kept killing people on the roads for stuff until my thievery was good enough to just rob stuff from people. That's why it's actually funny, all the guides people put. They're like, this is the fastest way you can make money. And I'm like, this isn't anything new. If you've played the first one, you could do the same shit. Just people. The second one seems to have more popularity to it for some reason. Everyone's like more eyes on it than the first game got. At least from the feel of it. Because there's like more people trying to be like, this is what you can do in this. Like, yeah, that's the fun of it. It's kind of just a free form, like, you can either be a fucking thief and make a ton of money, or you can try to make it a little slower and somewhat honorable. And I'm like, I only have 1,000, but it's only because I haven't, like, I haven't robbed anybody, and I haven't, like, other than, like, the occasional thing here and there, but even then I didn't really sell them. And I haven't done any fights yet that involve money. Most of my money just comes from armor, and I'm barely running into that many fights right now. But that's usually how it is for me early game. I'm just kind of like fucking around for a bit. Then at some point, it'll be all bunch of money and it won't even be a problem anymore. Unless the game takes away our cash for some reason. Probably the only time that happens if I'm like thrown in a prison for a story thing. Bum, bum, bum. I'm excited to play more at some point. That's why I think it'll be fun. That's like the fun of that game, because it's like there's always like multiple paths to it. So like Brandon's side might be very easy because he's just like really powerful, made a shit ton of money, found all the right loot and all the right things. And then there's me being like, oh, fuck, how am I supposed to do this? I don't have the strength for this. I don't have the money for this. Because I'm not going those routes right now, or I haven't thought to do it. Gonna just be funny to me. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't have the money. I can't pay this. That was how the beginning of the game like went. All the quests that I had were like, pay this person, give this person money, and I was like, I don't even have anything. Now I have the money, but I don't, and I just throw it around, and I wonder why I don't have much. Or I keep gambling 5 groschen away or goshen and fucking losing every time because I suck. Bump, bump, bump. Right, let's go put these away. It's a slow day of bug catching. 2 containers full. Yeah. Top 10 ways to get money. Half the time, it's not even top 10. They are like, here's like 2 methods. If you want to do this, steal from here. If you want this, go here. And it's like, okay. I don't even watch them, but I'm like, I'm just going off of First Kingdom Come logic, which is that the only thing I even looked into, not because I really wanted to, it was just like, I want to see what their method was the winning all the time at dice. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I kind of figured it was that method. Was just, you know, get the duplicate of bullshit dice and win. Most of them are like, just steal the person's inventory and, like, lockpick it, steal the chest when they're asleep, or do this, and then go to someone and sell it off slowly but surely, and you'll never have any problem. This is how you can make, like, 40,000 groschen and be good for the entire game. I'm like, that's cool. I probably won't do that. And money's not even that difficult to come by. Like, if you just work at it a little bit, you pretty much have a lot of money in a short amount of time. I just never tend to really have a bulk amount of cash until I'm like, oh, I need money, and then I'll go out and do something, whether it's the easy way or the hard way. Whatever method I feel like doing to make money. If it's just go and do crafting stuff and making 100 plus every so often through crafting, then sure, I'll do that. If it's steel, maybe, but I'm trying not to do the steel route, because that's pretty much what I did in the first game. I was trying to change it up a little and not be a thief. Because I'm like, that's pretty much the best way to make money, is just be a thief. Either a thief or run into camps, find camps of people, kill, and get money off of their loot. Yeah, I don't know if I kept all of mine. I may have sold them. But I definitely am probably going to hold on to any more I find or come across. I assume someone would want that, like one of the hunter type people or collector types. Try to slow down, but it's so hard to walk super slow. The analog stick doesn't want to be friendly with me when it comes to trying to walk extra slow. Yeah, it's real fun though. Kingdom Come is always a fun time. Why it is funny just seeing how strong someone gets in the early game versus the way I play it is, like I said, I don't like normally grind it out. I just let it go naturally, but it definitely will boost once I start using those potions, which will be a big help for the later game and just anything in general that I'm starting out in, especially a lot of my early stealth thievery stuff. He's probably going to need that boost. Yeah, I only stole one thing, but I think I reverted the save because I was, like, fucking around off stream. I stole one thing, just randomly. and then I walked away and they saw me in the private area, and instantly it was like, you were suspicious in this area, so they said it was you. I was like, all right then, I'm sorry. It's best I just camp outside of town until it's nighttime and then just go walking in myself. Plus, most of my stealings only happen at night unless I'm really good at pickpocketing, which was a little finicky to do at times. Like in the first one, it seemed easier. This one, the button prompt keeps vanishing when I was trying to do it, and it got annoying. Yeah, well, they can't take my stolen items. I put it on a horse. I don't know if they searched the horse. I can't remember. The first one, they didn't. I think you could stash everything on a horse, and you'd be fine. But like I said, I don't want to steal too much. It would just be whatever the quest item needs me to steal. If I have to, if there is no other method of getting an item. I really like, I do want to improve my thievery because there's going to be locks and things I want to open, but I don't want to, in the first one, I like, if I just went into someone's house, I just took everything. I'll open their inventory. If they were a shop, I would take everything, and helped me to make a ton of money. But this time around, I'm like, I don't really want to do that. I just want to steal what's priority and or something that could be helpful to me. And, like, unless I'm, like, really hurting for money, sure, I'll steal a little bit. But I'm like, I don't want it to be my main source of everything in that game. I just want to try to be a little bit different than what I played originally. This is all these other ways I can do it. Trying to walk slow, but this damn analog stick don't want to move slow. But we'll see. We'll probably end up just being fucking a loot goblin Henry again. It's like you can get by if you don't want to craft, but if you do, it's definitely the better variant. For potions, items you can craft for weaponry. That's probably why I need to get a bunch of money, and when I start seeing the other blacksmiths, because I only know of the one right now in the game, because I'm going to want to have money to buy the recipes so I can get the swords and or the pikes / like pole arms or blunt objects that I want to craft so that they're the best of the best. I know that the skins are needed, but because I've definitely have one recipe that involves like pig skin. But yeah, I end up trying to buy whatever because I don't think there's any other method of getting those materials. From what I hear, at least, it was you always just buy them from blacksmiths. Because I think the price you pay for all that ingredients, I think as long as you have the highest quality and depending on how it is, I think you could sell it for more than what you bought. Because, like, I can make one of the axes One of the axes I can make, like I buy like steel and scrap metal or whatever the fuck, and it's like I buy that for like a handful of groschen, and then I can sell like 2 of those axes for like 300-400. So it's like I make my money back. So I would assume for even better weaponry out there. I would assume you'd make a killing off of just doing that while improving your crafting and or just making money that way. I just have to get some of the recipes. The only thing I'm lacking in. But I haven't progressed the game enough, and I have only seen one blacksmith. And like, if it's not him, it's the other trader in town that sells metal and steel and stuff, so I just buy what I can. Alright, how much do we need? We just, like, 2 or 4 left? Yeah, I'm assuming after the wedding is honestly, yeah, we can just go. But I haven't even gotten to another, so I'm like, I only have so much I can buy. Yeah, I haven't seen anything, so I have no idea. But I'm like, but I also have a bad tendency of going into towns and not fully checking everything. So I'll go into town and be like, I guess there's no shop here, and then not realizing because I haven't like walked close enough for it to be like, here's this, here's this. Just random locations, I'll find like a grindstone, and I'm like, oh, is that a blacksmith? No, it's just a grinding stone to sharpen your blade and fix it up. I was like, oh. All right. Start selling. Maybe if we're lucky, we might just make enough to pay off the whole bridge. And then I wouldn't put much of a dent in my debt today, but at least I would get that bridge built, because, you know, why not? Even though it's road to debt free, I am also like making any sort of project I put together a priority as well. Dun, 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 dun. I think my B button's starting to have the same issue as the A button, where it's starting to fuck up a little, so looks like I'm really desperately gonna need to get that controller. I have to buy one. Alright, yeah, I think that's pretty much all we needed for the fucking bridge, so that's good. Not really a necessity, this bridge we didn't really want. I just wanted another access because we only had the one bridge south of my house. And so now we can have one near where Jeremiah lives. Now that someone finally moved from there because their house was blocking putting a bridge there, so at least I have two paths to go around. I don't have to keep running to one section for that. I am here to give you even more bug. Take it. It would be a great amount of money on my debt, but you know what? Too bad. I got other shit to pay for. Even one bell will help. I said no. I didn't mean to. Those damn buttons are all fucked. There you go. Here's all your money. Awesome. The project's donation goal has been met. That bridge can get built. Let's drop like, what, 50,000 into my debt at least. Better groschen for an old drunk. Man, that money would have really helped. Fine. Now we have 190,000. Make that money again. We pretty much could be close to paying off that debt. Then I get more debt. Then I could have another room. Then I gotta pay for everyone's all the expansions in the basement. All right. Well, I think that was good. Got a good hour of Animal Crossing. We made some money. We paid off the bridge. That will get built. And we put 50,000 into our debt. Now it's just a matter of getting the money for more debt to pay. Then at some point I got to make room for the right side, so we'll have the right room, then a basement, and then I got to get all their expansions, and it's a whole fucking nightmare. As the road to debt free is still far off. We still got a lot of debt to pay. We're going to be here for a while. But until the next one, YouTube video. Hooray!